Hey everybody, this is Mr. Marshall at Stony Lane. You know, it's sometimes we can think of it as a choice if you want to have a good day, right? Because days are going to happen, and sometimes those days feel good, and sometimes they don't feel so good, and sometimes it's just a matter of like how we look at it. It's about our decision to want to have a good day, okay? And so I have a book for you. I have a book for you about that. And sometimes that's true about a day, and sometimes it's true about a week or a year, right? And so this is a great book that helps you kind of like think about what your year is going to be like. So maybe you're watching this video at the beginning of a new school year. Maybe you're watching it once the school year began. But it doesn't matter, right? You can always make the decision to have a good year, okay? And so this is a book that teaches you one way that you can do that, okay? And it's called One Word for Kids. A great way to have your best year ever. Here we go. One word for kids. It was the first day of school, and Stevie was falling asleep. He was tired, grumpy, and sad that summer was over. That happens, doesn't it? Right? Sometimes the first day of school is like that. But his ears perked up when his teacher, Mrs. B, said, "I believe there's one word that will help you have your best year ever. It will be so great you'll enjoy it even more than summer vacation." Stevie's friend Eli raised his hand and asked, "Well, what word is that?" So how do we find it? Stevie's classmate Jimmy asked. "I will help you. But I want you to try to discover it on your own first," Mrs. B answered. That night, while having dinner with his family, Stevie wouldn't talk or eat, and when his mom asked what was wrong, he told her about the one word assignment because he had no idea how to find his one word. "Maybe your one word is annoying," said his sister Callie. "I think it should be negative," his sister Jade yelled. "Come on, girls," Stevie's dad quickly responded. "Stevie, maybe you should think about some of the things you love to do or your favorite places to go. Maybe you'll find your one word there." So that night, Stevie went to bed, and he thought about all his favorite places and things he loves to do, hoping he'd find his one word. "Maybe my one word is fun," he said. "Maybe my one word is love. Maybe my one word is kind. Maybe my one word is smile. Maybe my one word is strong. Maybe my one word is brave. Maybe my one word is fast." It sounds like all these words matter to Stevie, right? The next morning, Stevie woke up excited. He was still thinking about all the words that he could choose. And when school started, Mrs. B said, "I have great news for all of you. Today I'm going to give you the greatest secret to finding your one word." You don't find it. It finds you. And I'm going to give you 3 easy steps to discover and live it. But what's the first step, Abby yelled. The first step is to look into your heart, Mrs. B said. Ask yourself, what one word will help me be my best? That's kind of like excellence, isn't it? The second step is to look up, said Mrs. B. Look up and around and believe that there is one word meant for you. If you're open to it, it will come to you. What's the third step? Cole asked. What comes after you know your one word? Mrs. B said. I'll tell you that step soon, but first, who's ready to discover their one word? Take a look at that. On the bus ride home, Stevie thought about the first step. He thought about words that would help him be his best. And as Stevie walked off the bus, he waved to his friend George and said goodbye to Miss Joy, the bus driver. Thank you, sugar. I love how positive you are today, Miss Joy said. So that night, as Stevie walked his dog, Huxley, he thought about all the possible words. He looked up and remembered what Miss Joy had said to him as he got off the bus. In that moment, his one word came to him. Positive. You know what that word means, right? Positive means that you try to make everything as good as it can be, right? He remembered how grumpy he had been when summer was over. Mrs. B said his one word would help him have the best year ever. He now knew his one word was positive, so he couldn't wait to tell everyone. Stevie ran home and he told his family. The next day, Stevie walked to school, feeling good that he had discovered his one word. All right, class, today is the day. Tell me your words, Mrs. B said. Grace shouted out, my one word is strong. John shouted, mine is grow. Mine is joy, Deja said. My one word is win, Jake said. Mine is care, Dawn said. Courage, Xavier said. Ivelisse said, my one word is believe. Mine is faith, Catherine said. Class, I am so proud of each and every one of you, said Mrs. B. Here's the best part. Third and last step is to look out and live your one word. Live your one word. What does that mean? So on the bus ride home, Stevie was extra positive with Miss Joy. At soccer practice, Stevie encouraged his teammates and even shared the one-word idea with his coach. His coach loved the idea and shared it with the team. At home, he was even positive with his sisters. Arr! Stevie lived his one word for the entire school year. And on the last day of school, he realized that Mrs. B was right. He had his best year ever, and it was even better than summer vacation. So, if one word can help Stevie, think about what one word can do for you. What's your one word? And so, what is your one word? So, look out. No, look in. Look up. Look out. Those are the 3 steps. Look in yourself. Look up. Look out. And that is the end. So, everybody has a word. You have to figure out what your word is. What's the one word that's going to make your day and your year the best that it can be? Think about that. Look in your heart. Look up and believe that you'll find your word. And then once you know it, look out. Look out everywhere for it. Why don't we all do that? And I'll see you next time.